to POV Italian Cooking, where you see cooking from my point of view. Today, we're going to do what I call a cheater cannoli. We're going to show in this video how to make a cannoli filling, but I was in a rush, and so I just used store-bought cannoli shells. I say that like I've made this in the past and I made my own shells. Never made my own shells, never made cannolis. Didn't want to worry about making the cannoli shells because I thought it's just too much. I was going to a party, wanted to take the cannolis. So I'm just going to show you how I made my filling. Going to forewarn you when you watch the video, my filling was a little bit more runny than I'd hoped it would be. And that's because I did not drain off my ricotta. I shot a short little video that I'm going to insert that will show you what you should do to drain your ricotta. Make sure you don't skip that step. Your cannoli could be a little bit runny like mine. The insides or the cannoli filling just kind of came out real easy. Still great, still incredibly good tasting, but just make sure you take the time to drain off that ricotta. You do gotta let it go overnight, so yeah, add some time. You can't do this in a hurry, but it's better to do it right than quick. So let's take a look at our ingredients. Everyone has their own little mix of ingredients. They have a different way of putting this together, but one thing I'll guarantee you, all cannolis have a mix of ricotta cheese and confectionery sugar. Some of them have a different mix of ingredients over here, but the way I make my cannoli is with 3 cups of whole milk ricotta, 1 cup of confectionery sugar, 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla, the juice from half a lemon. Now this is a monster lemon. I think this was roided up down in Florida. So I'm going to use pretty much juice from half of it, maybe not quite squeeze it so hard. And then we're going to use the zest from 1 orange. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reposition a few things because we're going to just throw this together real quick. It takes no time at all. Now we're ready to put our ingredients together and mix up our cannoli filling. So this is so simple. All we're going to do is we are going to take our 3 cups of ricotta cheese, put them in your mixer. Then we take our 1 cup of confectionery sugar. Just dump that in. We're going to lower our mixer, lock it in, put our little lid on so stuff doesn't fly everywhere, and we're just going to mix it on to slow speed. We're just going to let it mix until it's fluffy. Okay, it has been mixing for just about a minute or so. I'm going to shut this off. Whoa, wrong way. A little bit of cannoli filling went flying, but that's all right. Happens every now and then, happens to the best of us. The reason I wanted to turn this off is because I wanted to add my orange zest. This is zest from 1 orange. This is really going to liven it up. So we're going to go ahead and throw that in, along with the juice from half of a lemon. And finally, 1 teaspoon of vanilla. All the ingredients in the pool. Let's see if I can turn this on 1 on the slow speed. We're just going to let this mix for, I don't know, just a minute or 2 is really all it's going to take. We want to make sure that that zest gets broken up really well. The lemon gets clear through the mixture, and of course the vanilla as well. Just everything get mixed up evenly. If you don't have a KitchenAid mixer, man, go get one. Absolutely go get one. This thing is invaluable. Okay, our dish has been mixing for about a minute or 2. It's quite honestly, it's done. That's really all we needed to do. So next thing is to just put this in your refrigerator, let it chill. I'm actually going to let mine go overnight. You don't necessarily need to, just give it an hour or 2. But that's all there is to it. Cover it up, stick it in the fridge. When we come back, which will actually be tomorrow morning for me, we're going to get this in the cannoli shells and put a little finishing touch on it. Okay, it's the following morning. Our filling for our cannolis has been in the refrigerator overnight. Kind of wish I would have drained the ricotta. It's a little bit milky or a little bit less thick than I would like it, but it's going to work. It's going to be okay. I am cheating in that I'm not making the cannoli shells. I'm going to use the pre-purchased Alessi canola shells. So just to make it easier on myself. And for the ends, I'm going to decorate them in the mini chocolate chip. And I got some little colorful M&Ms. I'm making these for a party, so I thought I would rather have them a little bit more colorful. So let's get to making our cannolis. So the easiest way to get the filling in your cannolis is with a piping bag. Now I got a disposable piping bag with a little plastic end on it. And all we're going to do is take our ricotta filling here, ricotta, and let me see, what else did we put in that? Confectionery sugar and a little bit of lemon juice and some orange zest. And I did taste this morning. It's incredible. It's very, very fresh, very, very light. Okay, we're already making a little mess here. I'm gonna hold this over, get the air out. Now we're ready to fill. So all you really do here, you take one of your cannoli shells, put your piping bag in, and squeeze. Until, if you get your piping bag right, it's really easy. Then we finish it on the other end. As you can see, it's already dripping out. It's a little thin, much thinner than I would like it, but it's gonna hold up. I think this is gonna hold up quite well. Let me spin my paper around since I got so much ricotta over there. And then grab the chocolate chips. I am using the Nestle semi-sweet mini chocolate chips, and you just kind of sprinkle them over the ends. Kind of tap them in there a little bit so they stick real good in the ricotta. Do it on this end. And folks, that's our cannoli. That's all there is to it. We can go ahead and do one more. Let's finish this one with our mini M&Ms. Give it a little bit more color. Make a mess while we do it. Why not? Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. Little bit of color, little bit of mess. Happy, happy, joy, joy, right? There we go. Those are our cannolis. So you just saw me finish up the cannolis, put them together. You probably noticed that my filling was almost too thin, and it really was. It should be a little bit thicker than that, have some more body. I cut a few corners because the ricotta cheese did not look like it had a lot of water, didn't look like it had a lot of moisture. But here's what you really want to do, and you should do when you make cannolis. Now, this is cheesecloth and a fine strainer. I would cut off my cheesecloth a little better than this. But line your strainer with cheesecloth, put your ricotta cheese over the cheesecloth and let it drain, probably overnight. So you're looking at almost a day and a half to make your cannoli filling, but that's okay, because if you want to do it right, you want it to look good, you want it to have that body, do it right, don't cut corners like I did. With that, I want to thank everyone so much for watching. You know, don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. But most importantly, let's click that subscribe button in YouTube. Let's get that subscriber count out. Also, don't forget our webpage at povitaliancooking.com. Our email is povitalian@gmail.com. And I want to, again, thanks for watching, and ciao.